Two webinar titans, one pressing question, EverWebinar or WebinarJam, which one really delivers? On the left, EverWebinar, crafted for automated evergreen presentations. And on the right, WebinarJam, built for engaging live events and high-impact sessions. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might not be what you expect. So here's what we'll be comparing: webinar type and flexibility, features, pricing, scalability and audience size, use case, and of course, reliability and security, all laid out like a mind map. We'll hit each point and see how EverWebinar stacks up against WebinarJam. Let's start with webinar type and flexibility. First up, EverWebinar. Now, EverWebinar is totally about automation. It takes your replay and lets you run it over and over like it's live, even though you know you're probably watching Netflix at the time. It's super convenient, set it and forget it, perfect if you want scalable events without having to show up every single time. But here's the catch: you can't actually go live. No real-time reactions, and if someone asks a question, you're not there. Now switch to WebinarJam. This one is all about live action. You're right there with your audience, answering questions, running polls, bringing people onto the screen, the whole shebang. If you love the vibe of going live and getting instant feedback, WebinarJam is the way to go. The downside? You have to actually be present, no sneaking off. Oh, and you don't get those evergreen, automated features built in. For that, yeah, you need to get EverWebinar too. Overall, WebinarJam absolutely takes the win here for flexibility, especially if you want that live magic. Moving on to features. EverWebinar's got automated reminders to keep folks showing up, customizable event pages, looks good, feels premium, analytics so you can totally nerd out on your attendee stats, and you can set up both paid and free webinars. Pretty feature-packed for automation. Some overlap with WebinarJam, which is, okay, kinda expected since they're sibling apps. With WebinarJam, you jump straight into live chat, Q&A, polls, survey-style engagement, even file sharing. And there's this wild panic button. If your tech melts down, one click and it builds a new room so your session goes on. Monetization? Oh, you can pitch offers live, use those scarcity timers, classic sales tactics, super handy. But most of these features really shine when you're live. If you want to replay or automate, you'll need EverWebinar. So I gotta say, both offer some strong tools, but neither really pulls ahead here. It's a tie. Now, pricing? EverWebinar's super straightforward. One flat price covers all the features, either $499 a year or go biennial for $874. No monthly option though, so you do need to pay upfront, and yeah, that can be a hit. But you're not nickel and dimed for add-ons. WebinarJam, on the other hand, gives you plans starter at $39 a month, billed annually. So that's friendlier for folks just starting out. But if you want to go big, up to 5,000 attendees, prepare to cough up around $4,500 per year. Ouch. Features and your webinar size all scale with your plan, so if you want it all, it adds up. For pure value and predictability, EverWebinar wins pricing hands down. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know WebinarJam and EverWebinar are actually made by the same company? Yeah, Genesis Digital. So if you ever want to use both together, you can log in once and switch between products. Super handy. Let's talk scalability and audience size. EverWebinar lets you automate as many webinars as your heart desires. It's awesome for recurring events you want to run again and again. But here's the thing. Max attendee cap isn't really clear. Typically it's lower than WebinarJam. Enter WebinarJam. You can host up to 5,000 people and bring in 6 presenters if you go for the enterprise tier. That's huge if you've got a massive following or run massive launches. But yeah, you have to spring for the top shelf plans to get there. So for big audiences, WebinarJam is the obvious winner. Now let's look at use case. So EverWebinar is honestly perfect for things like lead gen, product demos, pre-recorded onboarding, or those evergreen funnels that just keep doing their thing while you sleep. If you don't need to interact in real time, it's a dream. On the flip side, WebinarJam is totally built for launches, live pitches, deep dive trainings, and community events where feedback and real conversations matter. Only catch is someone's gotta show up each time, so depending on your vibe, it's a split decision, a tie. Finally, reliability and security. Both platforms take security super seriously. SSL TLS encryption keeps your sessions locked down. EverWebinar is stable by design since it's automated, almost no surprises. WebinarJam throws in that panic button, so even if tech melts, you're covered with a fresh room in seconds. Honestly, neither one lets you down here, so I gotta call this one a tie as well. Alright, so picture this like a radar chart. The live energy, scalability, and flexibility of WebinarJam just sticks out a notch over EverWebinar. EverWebinar's biggest edge is the value and the autopilot approach. Some categories, they're neck and neck. But for the heavy-hitter stuff, especially big live events, WebinarJam just edges ahead. If you're looking to host a large, interactive, and impactful live event, go with WebinarJam. But honestly, if your goal is to automate your sales or run repeatable presentations without lifting a finger, EverWebinar might just be your best friend. And you know what? Tons of marketers actually use both together. You go live for launches, then set it on repeat with EverWebinar for leads all year long. If you want to support our channel, feel free to use our affiliate link given in video description. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.